better in certain years at certain sports. I mean, you see it in the different sports. You can identify your strengths, your stronger parts of the state. And, for some of these districts, that's where the strength is right now. And so it's going to be difficult to get by. But when you get by and you're one of those two teams that escape out of District 4, you're a contender immediately in the playoffs.
Well, that'll wrap up the Week 5 edition of the KPreps.com Kansas pregame show. It's brought to you each week on this station by Seatbelts Are For Everyone. Learn more at ktsro.org/save. By Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture. By Subway, sponsor of the Subway Friday Fresh Take. And, of course, by Garden City Community College. Find your future at Garden City Community College. That'll wrap up our coverage of Kansas High School football here on the KPreps.com Kansas pregame show. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to the KPreps.com Kansas pregame show. Visit KPreps.com tonight and click on the Scores tab for the fastest, most complete list of scores from around the state.
Tradition with excellence.
Fumbles the ball in the end zone, and it's recovered for a touchdown. Jasper Parton's got it. Nunez in the pistol, play clock at 6, takes a chest-high snap. Looks right, lobs right, up the sideline. Clifford is there, and he's got it. Back pylon, touchdown, Garden City.
This is Buffalo football coming at you.
Option read, there goes Nunez, breaking into the clear. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Garden City. And the Buffaloes have come all the way back from 27 down
on 99.9 ESPN Radio.
Caught by Herrera on the hash marks 35-30, and he splits the defense. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Herrera.
Buffalo football on 99.9 ESPN Radio is brought to you in part by Sean Thayer, Wells Fargo, Garden City Community College, Western State Bank, AAA Pawn, Casa Mariachi, ProTech, Unique Automotive, American Family, Agent Neil Hawley, American Implement, Burtis Motors, Crazy House, D&H Homes, Garden True Value, Pizza Hut, A&A Body Shop, Peach Wave, Midwest Body Shop, Norris Propane, Alliance Irrigation, Morton Buildings, Kansas Farm Bureau, St. Catherine Hospital, QSI, American Ag Credit, Garland Funeral Home, Keller Leopold, Robinson Furniture, Greg Calzanetti, Timeout Sports Bar, Central Care Cancer Center, Wind River Grain, Complete Nutrition, Dodge City Community College, Lewis Motors, and Garden City Overhead Door.
Murray under center, quarterback sneak. Did he get there? No signal. Still no signal. Waiting for the call, and he didn't get in.
Now, let's join the voice of the Buffaloes, Mike Pilosoff and Ross Miller.
On kind of a dreary day, two old rivals face off yet again. The 99th all-time meeting against two programs that once ruled the state of Kansas. It's Garden City and Liberal here on ESPN Radio. Alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff, and welcome in to our AAA Pawn pregame show from Redskin Stadium in Liberal. And again, the 99th all-time meeting between the Buffaloes and the Redskins. And we start with Garden City, who last week, a couple of historic notes, but one that we'll note to start, and that's Brian Hill won his 50th game as the head coach for Garden City, and that also got them to 4-0 for a third consecutive season, the first time that had been done since 1919, 1920, and 1921. And tonight, Ross, they have a chance to do something that no other Buffalo team has done, and that's start 5-0 3 straight years.
And Mike, isn't that something with the history that's been going on here? But Mike, this is fun to watch. And we talked about this on the coaches show, that I look at this as a team that doesn't have, not meaning to, slap these players, but these players play as a very good team. Last year we had a lot of great athletes, great stars last year. I'd say you can name 5 or 6 of them easily here. Start naming some of the names right here if you're not familiar with Garden City High School football, because this team plays so well together, Mike. And And I said it, I think Brian Hill's got things going on real well here. He's got a great coaching staff that he trusts. He knows that they've got his back and he's got their back. This is a good team, Mike, but if you want to win WAC and you want to win it again and repeat as champions, you played Hayes on the road, beat Hayes last week in a tough ball game. Now you're down here at Liberal, and Liberal is not going to be these teams that you talk about being a pushover. They've got nothing to lose, Mike. This is an up-and-building program with a lot of young players last year. They had some freshmen play last year that'll be playing as sophomores this year.
You speak of Liberal, they are 3-1. They're 0-1 in the WAC, but they've lost 33 out of their last 35 conference games, including 15 out of their last 16. And Ross, they have a new coach again, Jason Dunlap. And I don't know if you can say he's new because he's been at the middle school for years. He coached as an assistant with Warner, with a couple of the previous staffs, and then he also played for Gary Cornelson. So he knows the area, but he's the 5th different coach in the last 10 years.
Mike, and it's almost like that, how do you really kind of develop a program? Because each coach comes in with a different philosophy. You're going to change over some of the assistant coaches also, but you got to change that philosophy back. Brian Hill comes in 8 years ago, was able finally to get the 3rd and 4th grade, 5th and 6th grade, the middle schools, the junior highs, get them all in the same program. And even the Y ball, Mike, just getting some basic plays right there so that when they get up to be those big, important Buffaloes, now you've got everything going on. Jason Dunlap is doing the same thing down here, trying to build this program up. It takes a lot of hard work and some time. People give him time, but boy, over the last actually 6 or 7 years, 5 different coaches, Mike, apparently you don't have that time down here because Liberal's so used to winning that, as you don't get things going in 3 years, you're out.
Look, Gary Cornelson left and then took a year off and then came back. They won, and then he left again. And since he's been gone, it has been coach after coach after coach. We'll take a break. Much more to come on your AAA Pond pregame show. When we come back, we will hear from Buffalo head coach Brian Hill. We take a listen back to last week's thrilling win over Hayes. We go behind enemy lines. We'll hear from first-year Liberal coach Jason Dunlap and my pregame chat with wide receiver Ty Davis. That all comes your way next on ESPN Radio.
Still maintain
Another whack. Jason Dunlap in his first year. He's the 5th different head coach for Liberal in the last decade. We'll take a break. We'll come back. My pregame chat with starting wide receiver Ty Davis. That comes your way next on ESPN Radio.
ProTech Windshield Chip Repair, one of their specialties. At ProTech Dent and Windshield Repair, their techs use the best equipment available and have the skills to make your windshield look like new. Plus, ProTech uses paintless dent repair to gently fix your vehicle's hail or door damage. ProTech is open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5, and Saturday by appointment. Call 620-272-2918 or see their website, ProTechDWRepair.com.
Welcome back on our pregame show as we get set for Garden City and Liberal. We have Peach Wave frozen yogurt. Eating healthy never tasted so good. Come indulge at 1110 Campus Avenue in Garden City.
Pump up the volume.
Nunez goes for it. Zone it. Justin Ford is Herman. He's got it up the right sideline. Touchdown, Garden City.
Let's meet the Buffaloes' offensive starters.
Garrett Dahl, quarterback, class of 2018.
Gonzalo Alcantara, fullback, senior.
Quinn LaPointe, running back, senior.
Lane Durst, sophomore, wide receiver.
Caleb LaPointe, wide receiver, junior.
Raul Rubalcaba, offensive line, senior.
Christopher Henderson, offensive line, senior.
Jacob Griffin, offensive line, senior.
Marcus Elliott, left tackle, senior.
Refugio Chires, offensive line, class of 2020.
Get after it.
Quick drop, throws over the middle, it's intercepted by Herrera. Left side numbers 30. LaPointe out in front blocking. 10-5, touchdown Zeke Herrera. A 40-yard pick six.
It's time to meet the Buffalo starting defense.
Marcus Elliott, defensive tackle, senior.
Jasper Parton, defensive end, senior.
David Sandoval, nose, senior.
Ethan Crone, D-end, junior.
Brandon Angelis, DB, senior. Ryan Jarmer, linebacker, junior.
Nick Coghill, middle linebacker, class of 2018.
Caleb LaPointe, weak safety, junior.
Carlos Acosta, cornerback, sophomore.
Aaron Lira, cornerback, senior.
David Ortega, defensive back, senior.
There's the starting offense and defense for Garden City. Quickly as we check, we'll check Liberal when we come back. They're singing the anthem now. We'll take a break. We're back in 30 seconds on ESPN Radio.
Pay raises are history. Now, money's a lot harder to get a hold of, and even harder to hang on to. That's why State Farm agent Lee Barrett would like to offer you a free discount double check. He'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call State Farm agent Lee Barrett in Garden City today, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why he's here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Discounts may vary state to state.
Back at Redskins Stadium alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff. We've already met Garden City's starting lineup. Quickly, Liberals starting offense. Brian Martinez and Julian Vargas make up the right side of the offensive line. Carlos Avellino is the center. Daniel Whaling at left guard and Aaron Lechuga at left tackle. The backs and receivers, Jet Brown, Hunter Hatcher, and Malcolm Wiltshire are the wide receivers. Alan Marquez is the tailback. Cesar Burciaga, the fullback, and then Cyrus Dunlap, the coach's son, is the starting quarterback. Defensively, they switched from a three-man front a year ago back to a four-man. Jet Brown, Jose Alarcon, Elwin Trejo, and Ethan Hatcher make up the front four. Pancho Terrazas, Misial Monarez, Chris Workman, the linebacker, Chandler and Brent Hyde, the corners. Elijah McCarter and Jesse Alvarado are the starting safeties. Tonight's starting lineups. Garden City won the toss. They elected to defer. Redskins wearing the black tops, the white pants, the red helmets. And Garden City, meantime, is wearing the white tops, brown pants, and the white helmets. And quickly, the brought to you by Western State Bank.
Offensive line, Mike. You see this offensive line, had to replace it all, starting to come together. I thought they had a decent game. And, hey, there'd be great plays, and then plays they look like a sieve. And also, we've got to keep LaPointe healthy. We're a little bit weak at running back.
McCarter is back deep, but it's going to go to one of the up men who puts a knee down that Yaga for Liberal at the 18-yard line. And let's see if they'll mark it at the 19. They will. So Liberal will have it first, moving from right to left, north to south. Your game time conditions brought to you by Ag Credit. Ag Credit, overcast skies, 61 degrees, winds out of the south around 10 miles an hour. So here's a Liberal offense. It's averaging 317 yards per game. And they'll start 1st and 10 on the near hash. Now they just put it back to the 18-yard line. And the offense directed by quarterback Cyrus Dunlap, who's thrown for 267 and ran for
scrimmage. But we're really struggling right now. Mike, we're a little bit fooled. I think that kind of that little play action right off the bat on that pass threw us off just a little bit on defense.
3rd and 2 Liberal at the Garden City 47 on the right hash. Dunlap in the shotgun. He has two wings to the left. Hands it off for Burciaga, sifting left, and this time stood up at the line. May have gotten a yard to the 46. Now the side judge comes in and says no gain. And in on the stop for Garden City, that's Jasper Parton. So no gain on 3rd and 2, and Liberal now facing a 4th down. They'll actually lose a yard back to the 48 of Garden City. It's 4th down and 3.
And I was wondering about this, whether the Liberal coach right here at this position don't have a whole lot might as well go for something. And this might be one of these deals that this could be a fake punt here, but Mike, I think they're going to go for it straight up.
Garden City has won 9 straight in this series, 4th and 3. Liberal at the Garden City 48. Shotgun for Dunlap with 2 receivers left and right. Takes a helmet-high snap, will run a quarterback draw, sweeping left, has the first down, turns the corner inside the 40, and he's down to the 39-yard line of Garden City. Carlos Acosta makes the stop, but on 4th and 3, Liberal gains 9 and a Redskin first down.
Mike Hatcher did a great job. He was able to seal off the outside, brought LaPointe, Caleb LaPointe came up, but he couldn't get to the outside to force him back where you're going to get some help. Right there, Hatcher just did a great job keeping Caleb LaPointe that way. The outside open up, Dunlap able to take the ball and get to the outside, use that great speed for that first down.
6th play of this opening drive. 1st and 10 Liberal at the Garden City 40-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 left in the shotgun. Dunlap, hands for Burciaga, right up the middle, but he ran into Jasper Parton. Parton and DeMarcus Elliott, who had 12 tackles a week ago, they combined to rip him down for no gain. It's 2nd and 10 Liberal at the Buffalo 40, no score, 3 minutes into the first.
All right, Mike, you know that I am a muscle-bound 225. I saw Jasper Parton at Hayes after that ball game. He's listed as 200. This is a big dude, and I know his mom, Kim, was a nurse over at Georgia Matthews. Also Megan, who's at, I believe, Jenny Wilson. Gosh, I'm going to make a mistake right there, but 2 good people. But, man, he's a big dude.
2nd and 10 Liberal from the Garden City 40. Out of the eye, play action Dunlap towards the hash mark right. Floats one towards the sideline, and there's Chandler again. Out of bounds at the Garden City 27. Pushing him out was Hiron Lira. That's a gain of 13 more, and Liberal picks up another first down.
And, Mike, they found a good combination right now with Chandler. Chandler's going out there. Ball, when he makes his cut, the ball is there. Just a nice pass that time by Dunlap. He's throwing it to a certain area. Chandler goes, finds the ball, able to make that catch. Nice little catch, nice little pass.
Next play of this drive will be the 8th. Liberals moved it 56 yards from their own 18 to the Buffalo 26. 1st and 10 on the right hash at the Garden City 26-yard line. Chandler's in a slot to the far side right. 4 wide, 2x2. Shotgun snap Dunlap, hands for Burciaga. Hit going off of right guard at the 25 by Ryan Jarmer, but he falls forward to the 24. That's a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 Liberal from the Garden City 24.
Big hit is right. Jarmer laid the wood that time on the running back. Nice little play there. Jarmer, just a junior, 210. Also the long snapper. Mike, as a sophomore, got some playing time on as a long snapper and really did a good job last year.
And he's the backup running back tonight with Avi Arana out. 7:58 and rolling scoreless first, and Liberal is letting that play clock run all the way down. They might even call a timeout here. Play clock is at 5, and they're still in the huddle. And the game clock at 7:45, and Jason Dunlap's going to use his first timeout. And it comes with 7:45 to go in the opening quarter. Alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilosoff from Redskin Stadium. Buffaloes have won 9 straight in this series. Garden City is 4-0. 3rd straight season they've started 4-0. First time that's happened since
We're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, always set it at Lewis.
What a start for Dunlap, 2 for 2, 41 yards.
And I like his throw. Mike, both times as they've been right on the money. Guy turns around, there's the ball.
Dunlap has 2 100-yard rushing games as the starting quarterback, and Ross pointed this out, that he was a running back / wide receiver last year for Caleb Klein, who resigned after 3 seasons back in December. 3 receivers go left on 2nd down and 8 Liberal at the Garden City 24 with Dunlap in the shotgun. Chest high snap, screen left, bobbled, and almost intercepted. Chandler had to go off his mitts, and then right in the vicinity, 5 different Buffaloes, including David Ortega and Brandon Angelis, who nearly had themselves an interception. It's 3rd and 8 Liberal at the Garden City 24.
Very good reaction by Angelis, but that's one of those deals at Chandler. I mean, that ball is right there. You got to make that catch and go. Thing is, though, I think that he saw that Angelis was in the vicinity, might have taken his eyes off the football a little.
Liberal 0 for 2 on third down on this drive. They have converted a fourth down. They have a 3rd and 8 at the Buffalo 24. No score, 7:39 to go in the first. 2 receivers go right. In the shotgun is Dunlap. He takes the snap. Looks on a slant over the middle, incomplete. Throws it behind the intended target, Lee Hatcher, at the Buffalo 16-yard line. In coverage was Ryan Jarmer. So now 4th and 8 Liberal at the Garden City 24.
Mike, we have such a great pursuit by the defensive front that you have to watch out every now and for the little screenplay. Able to dump over. I thought Hayes ran one just perfect last week, but then it was called back for illegal lineman downfield. But Mike, they ran 2 of them against us, and it's just exposing what we're doing. I mean, we're going after the quarterback, getting after him, but we've got to be able to fill in and recognize that play.
4th and 8 Liberal from the Garden City 24. They'll go for it. Dunlap will throw over the middle, and he's intercepted at the 10-yard line. It's Caleb Lapointe. Runs back right 40, 50. Angles right sideline 40 and out of bounds at the Liberal 33-yard line. A 50-yard interception return, so Liberal converts 1 4th down. The second one, Caleb Lapointe comes up with the pick, and the Buffaloes have it 1st and 10 on the plus side of the 50.
Mike, great job, Lapointe. What he is doing is just following the eyes of Dunlop. Dunlop is focused in on one player. He just steps right in that passing lane and then has to make the catch first and then take off. Great pair of hands there by Caleb, able to go up and get the ball, pick up some downfield blocking. Saw number 45 out there, DeMarcus Elliott, kind of throwing a little block also. Great job right there, though, by Caleb Lapointe.
55 yards officially on the return. 1st and 10 Garden City, moving left to right at the Liberal 35. It's Quentin Lapointe on a screen left, and he has 1st down yardage up the left sideline, out of bounds at the Redskin 19. That's a gain of 16 on the first play of the game for Garden City.
But, Mike, I really like that play. That is a tough pass to throw. Lapointe, he just takes off and heads out to the left, gets out into the flats. Why he's running. He turns, and there is Garrett Dahl throwing the ball to him on pace. I mean, he's just basically didn't have to break stride, gets the ball, picks up a block, downfield by Guiana.
1st down and 10, Garden City at the Liberal 18. They motion Lapointe out as one of 3 receivers right. Screen right to Davis, has it at the 20, cuts back left 15, and runs the right hash mark to the 8-yard line. And coming up to make the stop was the middle linebacker, Misael Monarez. Another 1st down, or close to it. He's right at the sticks. Give him 10. And that is a Buffalo 1st down.
Ethan Martin into the ball game, but I tell you what, Mike, Davis is starting to show me that he can be a big-time receiver. He's a big-time body anyway for basketball. Defensive-wise, plays well also, but, Mike, I like what I'm seeing out of wide receiver here out of number 11.
1st and goal, Garden City at the 8-yard line. Davis right, 2 receivers go left, Agenaga and Landers. It's a draw, Lapointe right up the middle, inside the 2, down to the 1. And he's tripped up, running left hash mark, zigzagging from right to left at the 1-yard line. The tackle by Elijah McCarter, the safety. That's a gain of 7. It's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Lapointe should have scored on that great block there by, I believe that was Griffin that did a good job. Number 70 down there also goes by the name of Sunshine. But the thing is, though, Mike Lapointe, I thought he stumbled just a little bit when he tried to get into the end zone.
2nd and goal, Garden City at the 1. Pistol eye for Dahl, hands for Lapointe, sweeps left, cut back move to the right, and Lapointe into the end zone for a touchdown. So Caleb Lapointe with the pick. His older brother Quentin caps off a 4-play, 35-yard drive, and the Buffaloes have a 6-0 lead.
Great job, offensive line, helping that, breaking that one open, Mike, and able to get that touchdown. Lapointe, smart play right there. Could have went to the outside, but he saw where the lane was open up, just dove right into the inside, get the touchdown. Nice job.
That was your Lewis Motors drive summary. So Garden City takes advantage of a miscue, an interception thrown by Dunlap, 55-yard interception return, and then Quentin Lapointe finishes off the drive with a 1-yard blast. Flores for the extra point, and he splits the uprights. 6:06 to go in your complete nutrition scoreboard in the first. It's Garden City 7, Liberal nothing, back in 60 on ESPN Radio.
It all started with a
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new used trucks.
is very proud to once again support the Broncbusters for a victorious season. They welcome you into any of their 7 locations in Western Kansas, and they can show you how easy it is to manage your accounts right from your cell phone. Western State Bank. They work hard to make it easy for you.
Seven 0 Garden City. Liberal's going to get the football back. End-over-end kick. And it's fielded at the 3-yard line. This is Jalen Staplin. Right up the middle, and he's out to the 25 and spun down there by Brandon Angelis. After a 22-yard return, Liberal now down 7-0. Ross, after an impressive opening march where they picked up 1 4th down, but the second one, they came up snake eyes with the interception.
But Mike, you know what you like about that too is that you talked about this scoring off that turnover. That's something big for Garden City. We were able to do it last year. But, Mike, also one thing that I noticed that last year that, you know, when we ever got a penalty last year, it seems like we could make up the difference and get a first down. Last week up at Hayes, we really struggled on that.
1st and 10 Liberal, moving right to left at their own 25. In the eye, it's a handoff to Marquez. Goes left, jump cut back to the right. And he's out near the 30 between the hash marks of the 29. Nick Coghill, the linebacker, comes up to chop him down knee high.
Ouch.
That's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 Liberal.
And he's a little slow getting up. Mike, this is broadcast is brought to you by the Buffalo Broadcasting. We do a very good job. Hunter Manley up here actually manning the camera. They'll cut it up, put it on their network, the BBS, but also got a good radio station there too. The KBFZ LP premiered August 3rd at 101.7. The only radio station in Kansas. 24/7 low-power FM station. Great job, guys.
2nd and 6 Liberal from their own 29. It's Marquez. Trap handoff to the right. This time hit at the line. Caleb Lapointe coming up. Getting some help on the far side of the field from Ryan Jarmer. And also Ethan Crone, who came in as the leading tackler for Garden City. That's a gain of 1 yard to the 30. And now it's 3rd and 5 Liberal from their own 30, down 7-0 with 5 to go in the first.
Shelby McNutt really kind of set the table back in the day. Chewy Banal has come in. He's brought the dessert. They both have done just an unbelievable job. Television radio instructor is Chewy Banal for the high school. Buffalo Broadcasting celebrating its 42nd year of operation. Very cool.
3rd and 5 Liberal from their own 30. In the eye, they'll run the option. Dunlap right up the middle, and he squeezes through a hole, and there he goes, 50. At the 40 to the 30. Nobody will catch Dunlap. He will take it to the house. Touchdown Liberal. Busted play up the middle. That's a 70-yard rushing touchdown for the sophomore quarterback.
I've got news for you, Mike. That guy has got some wheels because once he saw daylight, there was nobody going to catch him. He turned around, looked like he was supposed to hand off to somebody, did a complete 360, and then turned on the jets. Mike, he had to go from ground zero up to 60 and did it in a matter of about 10 yards. Wow.
That is the first defensive touchdown allowed all season long for Garden City, and it caught them by surprise.
Well, we had the flow. It looked like that he was going to go over to the right side, and we had the flow going that way. All of a sudden, there was nothing there, and he just turned around and just saw a little hole, and he was gone.
Lewis Motors drive summary, 3 plays, 75 yards, and 1:41. Burciaga for the extra point. The snap is back, the placement is good, and Burciaga ties the game. 4:25 left on your complete nutrition scoreboard in the first. It's Garden 7, Liberal 7 on ESPN Radio.
This is Aaron Percival at Midwest Body
All right,
Shop.
1 minute,
You
Amber,
want
1
your
minute.
last conversation to your
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lot.
Specials during lunch and dinner time. Come and enjoy their happy hour, 3 to 6 p.m. every day. Casa Mariachi has a party room available for rent. Call for reservations at 620-287-8188. Casa Mariachi Mexican Grill, it's open from 11 to 9 p.m. and it's located at 1408 East Fulton in Garden City.
Cyrus Dunlap's 10th rushing touchdown of the season, 7-all with 4:25 left in the first, and Garden City will get the football back.
Boy, great speed there.
Sun has set, lights are on, cloudy skies on a Friday night here in Liberal. Burciaga has it on the tee. LaPointe, who had his right shoulder wrapped before game time, stands back deep, and a line drive fielded at the 16-yard line by one of the up men for Garden City. That's Lane Durst, and he slides out near the 30-yard line. It's about a 15-yard return. So 1st and 10 Garden City at their own 29.
Just go right back to work. Oh, great job by Lane Durst. So that was a line drive, as you explained. Mike, above the head, had some great hands, able to get it and take off, get some good yardage.
How do the Buffaloes respond? They're moving left to right on the left hash with 4:19 to go in the first. So Garden City scored following a Caleb LaPointe 55-yard interception return. 4 plays later, it was his brother Quentin into the end zone for a 7-0 lead. Liberal responded on Cyrus Dunlap's 70-yard rushing touchdown. Garden City coming into this game had not allowed a play of 20 yards or more. They've allowed 2 in the first 8 minutes of this game. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from their own 29. Dahl in the pistol. 3 receivers stacked to the near side right. They'll hand it to LaPointe right up the middle across the 30, hit at the 34, drags a defender out to the 37-yard line. That was Pancho Terrazas, who had 9 tackles a week ago in the win over Wichita North. That's a gain of 8. It's 2nd and 2 Garden City.
Great job, Mike. You talked about the wide receiver stack that we had over here on the right side. And really, Garrett looks over there, then all of a sudden, right there, the handoff goes to Quentin LaPointe, and LaPointe is in high gear right off the bat. Great carry.
2nd and 2, Garden City at their own 37-yard line. Quick slant to the right, kind of hung up in the air. Dahl connects with Lane Durst between the hash marks of the 39, but he is immediately twisted down by Jesse Alvarado, the safety. After a gain of 2, he's right at the sticks. Very close to a first down. Alvarado was the starting quarterback last year for Liberal. And it is enough for a Buffalo first down.
Alvarado did a great job reading that play, Mike. We did have Arteaga out there to actually take the block on. Thing is, though, that he read the play, was able to get by Arteaga, and then once that we threw the ball out to the flat out there, he was able to pick up Durst. Nice play.
1st and 10 Garden between the hash marks at their own 39. Derek Sexton back from the hernia injury. He goes wide left with Durst to the near side right, Davis. Ethan Smith is the tight end right. They hand it for LaPointe. This time he's bottled up, somehow running off of left guard with a slight cutback to the right. Gains positive yardage, 2 yards to the 41. And Jesse Alvarado coming up to help out on that stop. Gain of 2. It's 2nd down and 8 for Garden City.
Big games going around the state of Kansas. How about Seaman Glenn O'Neill? 8-3 last year. Did a great job getting that team. They're 5A, number 7. They'll travel to Manhattan. That's going to be a good one, Mike. They're 3-1 also. They are 6A, and they are number 5 in 6A.
2nd down and 7. They move it to the Garden City 42. Sexton split left with Arteaga. Davis and Durst come right. They motion LaPointe now behind Dahl in the pistol. It's a screen left, caught by LaPointe, chest high, and he's spun down behind the line back near the 38. That play had no chance from the start. Ethan Hatcher, he's one of 3 Hatchers on this roster. 2 are twins. Hatcher makes the stop, and this will lose yardage back to the 37. Loss of 5. It's 3rd and 12.
Did not fool anybody at all, sending him to the outside. It's almost like they've got a scout that's going to take LaPointe wherever he goes.
3rd and 12, Garden City at their own 37, tied at 7 with 2 minutes left in the first. Sexton goes left with trips right. Dahl takes the snap and the pistol. They rush 4. Dahl steps up, whistles one left, and Sexton's got it on his back to the Liberal 47. Makes the catch in front of Terrazas. That was a laser from Garrett Dahl and a gain of 16 on 3rd and 12.
Boy, nice play too, Mike. The 3 receivers on the outside over here basically just ran the seam route straight down the gut. And really, if you would have looked, Arteaga floating all by himself. Nice catch there nice passer by Dahl.
First catch for Sexton, the transfer from Wichita Southeast. 1st and 10 Garden City from the Liberal 47, and before the snap, a flag and the whistles blow.
And it's good to see Sexton back. Mike, he just goes out and just does a quick little curl, finds out where the first down is, marker is, able to do that little curl, get that first down, keep the drive alive.
And Ross, now they have 2 receivers. Ty Davis about 6'4", Derek Sexton goes about 6'3", 6'4",
So I'm kind of making the joke with Brian Hill that he has probably arguably the best second unit of receivers in the state. First and 15, Garden from their own 48. On a post down the middle. Dahl's got Ortega. Spins right at the 30 to the sideline 20. 15, dragging defenders, breaks a tackle, and he's in. David Ortega shook off 3 Redskins for a 52-yard dance to the end zone down the right sideline, and the Buffaloes regain the lead.
Great job by the coaching staff. I think they recognized the same thing I saw up here, that Ortega was floating right down that seam. Nobody there. They go right back to him, able to hit him right in the numbers, and picks up a great block downfield by Davis. Davis able to take his man out. Now it's Ortega going against about 3 guys. He does a little stop and go, able to fake one of them out, and then fight off 2 of them down the sideline to get in for the touchdown. Nice play.
Lewis Motors drive summary, 6 plays, 71 yards in 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Ortega's 3rd touchdown reception of the season, Dahl's 8th TD toss, and the extra point is good by Anthony Flores. 1:04 left on your Complete Nutrition scoreboard in the first. And Garden City back on top, 14-7 on ESPN Radio.
We treat those cattle
all right, 1 minute,
like our
Avery, 1
lives
minute.
depended on it, because they do. We know what
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Moving and you have so much stuff you
Great
don't
job
know where
by
to
the
put it. Get the best
Buffaloes
deal on
regain
storage
the
at
lead.
4A's Used Storage. The new storage units in Garden City with 4 different sized units available to fit your needs. Cameras on site, and it's a 24-hour access facility. 4A's Used Storage is located at 1202 East Fulton Street behind Unique Automotive. Call Enrique for more information at 620-521-3567. That's 620-521-3567.
Garden City is back on top, leading 14-7. Meantime, Liberal returning the ensuing kickoff on their own 15. Out across the 30, near the 32. And once again, that's Staten after a 17-yard return. So Liberal will have 1st and 10 across their own 30-yard line, now trailing 14-7 with less than a minute to go in the first.
Mike, a long time ago, I used to go to a camp called Camp Pike up at Divide. That's where you'd hike up the Pikes Peak my 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade year. Had a counselor by the name of Hayden Olive. I've been looking for him. He went to school at Emporia. He sent me a letter, really kind of a cool letter, had a lot of doodles on the outside of it. I've saved that letter. I've looked for him, finally found him. Today, as a matter of fact, delivered the letter to him before the ball game. Thank you for letting me use the vehicle. It's great to see Hayden.
Bill is in the mail. 1st and 10 Liberal at their own 32. Burciaga on a screen to the right across the 30, but 4 white shirts wrap him up. Brandon Angeles leading the charge with DeMarcus Elliott. Forward progress will get him back to the 32. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Liberal at their own 32, trailing 14-7 with half a minute to go in the first quarter.
Mike, I received that letter in 1974.
And it looks like it's in mint condition, by the way.
I took very good care of it. It was just an unbelievable letter. And Hayden has gone through a lot of trials and tribulation. Through a divorce, he lost a son over in Iraq. And the son is buried here in Liberal. He actually played football here at Liberal. Hayden's doing well, though. He's about 4 years older than I am, puts him at 64.
2nd and 10 Liberal from their own 32. Dunlap play action, looks left, throws left, and he's got a man up the seam. And that's caught by Hatcher out across the 35 to the 36. Brandon Angeles is the one that trips him up after a gain of 4. That is the final play of the opening quarter. So each team trading blows. Garden City 111 total yards. Liberal becomes just the 2nd team to eclipse 100 total yards. They had 133. At the end of 1, it's Garden City 14, Liberal.
Your vehicle is likely your 2nd biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. Find out how they're helping others pursue their dreams and declare your own
Lapointe comes up with the pick, and the Buffaloes have it first and 10 on the plus side of the 50.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783. See the Neil Holly Agency, Inc., your American Star certified agency. Excellence in customer experience. Call 620-275-6833 or stop by 108 West Kansas Avenue today.
1 quarter complete. Liberal now with a 3rd and 7 at their own 36. Dunlap under some pressure, and he's tripped up in the backfield and sacked. And that's Jonathan Gomez back at the 35-yard line. So that'll lose a yard, and now it's 4th down and 8, and Liberal will punt.
Great job by Gomez, able to get in there, Mike, and make that sure tackle. Nice play.
Garden City's defense gets the sack. And now Burciaga will punt from his own 35-yard line. 14-7 Garden City in front. David Ortega is back to return the punt. The rugby-style kick. Line drive spiral, and Ortega lets it bounce past him inside the 20. It'll be down at the 15-yard line of Liberal. That's a 50-yard punt. Nothing on the return. 11:16 to go. First half on your Complete Nutrition scoreboard. Garden City has it back, moving right to left, north to south. So now they go into the win here in the second quarter with a 14-7 lead.
Other games going on. Lakin is at Stanton County. Lakin needs to get by Stanton County. They'll be undefeated and be playing Holcomb next week in that big Highway 50 rival at Lakin. How about Scott City and Ulysses? Scott City over Ulysses right now, 14-3. Holcomb, Division II 4A, number 7 versus Kobe. Let's find out what Kobe's all about. They're Division II, number 4. So number 4 versus number 2 in Division II 4A.
1st and 10 Garden at their own 15. It's Lapointe on a carry to the near side left. Gets a block coming back right from Ty Davis, but he's swarmed under behind the line of scrimmage, and that's Elwin Trejo that drops him back at the 13. That's a loss of 2. Burciaga there as well. It's 2nd and 12 Garden City.
Holcomb would know this name very well. Pratt 4A Division II, number 1 in that division, Mike. Travis Tice. He has 220 yards a game on an average for the season so far. They go to Hoisington. Pratt, number 1 in Division 4A2.
Durst and Ty Davis split right on 2nd down and 12. Garden from their own 13. It's a draw to Lapointe, and he's up the middle to the 20-yard line before he is tripped up. Ankle-high tackle made by Jaston King. King, one of the backup defensive linemen. They'll give him the 21. It's a gain of 8, and it's 3rd and 4 Garden City.
Hutch is at Eisenhower. Mike, were you surprised at the Hutch-Derby game? I'm going to tell you that when that game started off, Hutch had that lead, and then Derby, what'd they score, about 46 unanswered points?
I was surprised to see Derby get blown out week 1 by
Goddard. Yeah.
3rd and 4 Garden City up 7 from their own 21 with trips right, Ortega, Durst, and Davis. To the near side left is Aguinaga. They set up the screen right. Waist-high grab made with 2 hands by Lapointe, but he's going nowhere. Across the 20. Forward progress will get him the 24. But he is hit and then dropped. Tackle made by Elijah McCarter. He needed 4. He got about 2.5. It'll be 4th and short.
Boy, Mike, I like that play, but this is what I want Garrett Dahl to do is turn and look over at Quentin Lapointe and then come right back to Durst. Durst wide open, had a couple people down here also that's going to block. That thing could have gone a long way.
Elijah McCarter, whose dad is the assistant principal at the high school, drops back at his own 41 to await the Anthony Flores punt. Flores averaging 37 a kick, had a 61-yarder last week against Hayes. And Flores into the wind, end-over-end kick. It'll take a Liberal hop and is down by Garden City at the Liberal 45. That's a punt of 31. Nothing on the return. 9:03 left first half on your Complete Nutrition scoreboard. Redskins have it back, moving left to right, down 14-7.
Great Bend is at, Wichita West is at Great Bend. Dodge City at Wichita South. Mike, that's a tough one to call. Dodge City or South?
I'd say Dodge City just because we've seen South.
Yes.
Dodge not having a great start at 1-3. Dave Foster's team has lost back-to-back games. 1st and 10 Liberal from their own 45-yard line. Dunlap has receivers stacked 2 either way. Takes the shotgun snap. Runs the option left. Might have fumbled the ball. Was he down at the 48-yard line? Garden City saying it's their football. Still no indication.
Dunlap down at the 48. It's a gain of 3. Jasper Parton and Jonathan Gomez, who already has a sack, are the ones that combine on that stop. They're going to say the knee was down. It'll be 2nd down and 8 Liberal at their own 47.
Randy Dreiling, former coach at Hutch, 7 championships, 3 runner-ups. He's at Aquinas now, 5A. They're number 1. They're at Mill Valley. Joe Appleby, they've won a couple championships also, but they're struggling this year at 2-2, number 10 in 5A. That ought to be a good one.
2nd and 8 Liberal, down 14-7, left hash at their own 47. 2 receivers stacked left and right. Dunlap in the shotgun, hands for Burciaga. He bowls his way up the middle to the Garden City 46. And there's running room, something we have not necessarily seen over the first 4 games. Ryan Jarmer helps out on that stop for Garden City. So now a 3rd and manageable after a gain of 7. It's 3rd and 1.
And Mike, a big one here, and let's go this way because last time the 3A state championships, last 4 years, Silver Lake, Rossville. Rossville has started the season off 0-4. They are at Silver Lake. Silver Lake, the number 1 team in 3A. Silver Lake is going to kill Rossville tonight.
3rd and 1 Liberal at the Garden City 46. In the gun, Dunlap, low snap, hands it off. Burciaga right up the middle. 1st down yardage to the Buffalo 37. And the linebacker Brandon Angeles jumps on his back to drop him down. And that's a gain of 8 more and a 1st down for Liberal on 3rd and short.
Just watch Maddie Silva down here, Mike. She's working with Shirez here. He's on the training table. She just talked to Brian Hill as they're walking along the side there. Brian never turns her. He's probably used to this deal. Hey, Coach, you got another injury here. I'm not sure what was Shirez, but they were working on the legs of Shirez.
1st and 10 Liberal on the move left to right at the Buffalo 37. Burciaga gets the carry up the middle again, and he carries 3 Buffaloes to the Garden City 33. David Sandoval, the defensive lineman, chops him down after a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Mike, I'm going to go back to that Rossville. Derek Hamas, head coach there at one time in his 5th year, but he was 53-2 in that run that they made those 4 years. 53-2 championships in 2014, 15, and 16. And they have started off 0-4 this year.
14-7 Garden City, 2nd and 6 Liberal from the Buffalo 33. Burciaga bursts up the middle, and he's inside the 30. Down to the 27, Ryan Jarmer and Hiran Lira. Lira coming up from his secondary spot to trip him up after a gain of 6, right at the 1st down marker, and they'll move it 1st and 10 for Liberal.
And Mike, they have found something going over on that right side right now, really working hard against the Buffalo defense. Nice job of carrying the ball. Got a good drive going.
15 carries for 120 yards in the first half for Liberals. 6th play of this drive. 1st and 10 Redskins at the Buffalo 26. Dunlap in the shotgun on his left hip is Burciaga. Has a wing to the left and Hatcher to the right. Burciaga off right guard this time, and he squeezes through a hole down to the Buffalo 23. Ryan Jarmer and Ethan Crone push him to the ground after a gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7 Liberal.
Running right right now.
And as you mentioned, they have found something, and no other team has hit the century mark on the ground this season until Liberal did tonight. With 6:15 to go in the first half, 14-7 Garden City. And now Liberal has a 2nd and 7 on the right hash of the Buffalo 23. And something we've noticed in the first half, Liberal methodically moving the ball, letting the play clock run inside of 10 seconds again. Jet Brown goes left with Lee Hatcher. Tyreek Chandler and Hatcher, the other Hatcher, comes right. Twin brothers as Dunlap goes left on a quarterback sweep. Breaking tackles inside the 15. Ryan Jarmer belts him at the 14 left side numbers. 9 more for Liberal, who's already eclipsed 100 yards rushing in the first half. 1st and 10 Redskins.
And Mike, they're making this look easy. Just get to the outside, run up the middle. Right now they're just picking their way through Garden City defense.
Dunlap 5 carries for 88, had that electrifying 70-yard rushing touchdown in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Liberal at the Buffalo 14. Tucker Deaton is the tight end to the right. In the shotgun, Dunlap picks it up off of the turf, hands for Burciaga, and he weaves his way right up the middle to the 10-yard line. Ethan Crone knocks him down knee high. Ryan Jarmer helped him out. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for Liberal at the Buffalo 10, trailing 14-7 with 5:18 left in the half.
How did Burciaga get that ball from Dunlap? Like you said, he was down on the ground. Now, knees weren't on the ground. He just squatted over, picked up the ball as it was a low snap, but somehow was able to get to Burciaga. I don't know how that happened.
Ninth play of this drive, 2nd and 6 Liberal from the Garden City 10. Two tight ends in the shotgun. Dunlap, hands for Burciaga, zigs and zags, left back to right, left hash mark to the 6. That's a gain of 4 more. Ethan Crone, Nick Coghill combined to bring him to the turf. That's a gain of 4, so now it's 3rd and 2 Liberal from the Buffalo 6.
Get it wild hair. Tomorrow is the last farmers market of the year, which feature a variety of homegrown produce, handcrafted items, homemade foods for sale like pies. That's what I like. They start at 7 a.m. to noon in the parking lot of Westlake Hardware, 1210 Fleming, but go there. Last one of the year for the farmers market.
3rd and 2.5. Liberal inside the Buffalo 7, down 14-7 with 4:15 left in the half. It's Burciaga on a delay. Hit at the 6, falls forward near the 4. And this time Brandon Angeles, Nick Coghill on the tackle at the 4. It's a gain of 3. He's very close to a first down. And there's an injured Redskin lying flat on his back, and that's Burciaga.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis. Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
You and plus fault on you as part of your own offensive lineman.
4th and 1 Liberal from the Garden City 5. Offense stays on the field. Tucker Deaton's at tight end right. Jet Brown's at tight end left. Half diamond for Dunlap. On his left hip is Marquez. He gives it to Marquez right up the middle, fighting at the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown Liberal on 4th down and 1. It's Marquez for a 5-yard rushing touchdown on the Redskins, down a point, can tie it with 3:51 to go until halftime.
Nice drive, though, Mike, really by Liberal. Able to go right down and just right down the field. Did a very good job. Some nice play right there by the coaching staff, but still he went to that right side to get that touchdown, Mike. Able to finish it off. Just a good drive there by Liberal.
Now, no Burciaga, so it'll be interesting to see what they do if they go for 2 here. Burciaga is their normal place kicker, and he was just hurt on the play before the touchdown run.
They have to have a timeout here. Well, let's see. They just started the clock, so he's got plenty of time.
Lewis Motors drive summary, 11 plays, 55 yards in 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Liberal down 14-13, and they will go for 2. Dunlap in the shotgun, Marquez on his left hip. They'll give it to Marquez. Follows a block off of right guard, and he's into the end zone. Liberal takes the lead on a 2-point conversion, 15-14 with 3:51 to go until halftime on ESPN Radio.
The greatest moments in life come with the biggest financial challenges. With the
1 minute.
acceptance letter comes college tuition. With the marriage proposal, the cost of a wedding. Commerce Bank is there to help when life happens. This is Rich Hart, president of Commerce Bank in Garden City. Let us help with savings plans or spending tools so you can enjoy the good stuff.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
American Implement Integrated Solutions Department to learn about the true value John Deere can offer to make you the most successful you can be. The future of farming starts here. You, John Deere, and American Implement.
First time Garden City has trailed this year, down 15-14 on your Complete Nutrition scoreboard alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilasoff with 3:51 to go in the second quarter. Buffaloes will get the football back, now down a point. So with Burciaga out, Evan Bayouth is the backup place kicker, and a short kick, running start fielded by Ortega at his own 18. Jumps over a man running left, and he's across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and that special teams tackle made by Braxton Hyde, backup quarterback and starting defensive back. So that's about a 21-yard return, and the Buffaloes have it now down 15-14 at their own 36.
Mike, I'm impressed with Ortega. I mean, he is just a good athlete, reads the ball well on the defense, able to run some nice patterns and get some downfield blocks, and also now returning kicks and punts, of course. That is a tough job, Mike. You're going to be out there on a lot of plays, obviously, basically every single play.
1st and 10 Garden City from their own 36, going into the wind with all 3 timeouts. Davis, Durst, and Ortega right. Derek Sexton goes left. And we have a timeout. Believe, did Liberal call this?
Yes.
No, Garden City did.
Oh, I didn't see Garden City call it.
Now they just.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Lab, and then a Alan Marquez 5-yard rushing score to cap off an 11-play 55-yard drive, plus a 2-point conversion, which only happened because Cesar Burciaga got hurt on the play prior to the touchdown, so they lost their place kicker. They go for 2, and Liberals got the lead.
A lot of time left in this ball game. Let's just be smart, continue to move the ball down the field. We've done really good job, but Shirez out of the ball game. Is that Parton that's in the ball game for Shirez?
In the pistol is Dahl, a point behind him with trips right, play action. Liberal rushes 4, Rainbows right down the middle, and Ortega adjusts, and he's got it. A spin 360 move down to the 45-yard line of Liberal. So on first down, they gain 19 and a first down.
Boy, great job, though, but Ortega was able to go up, Mike, make that nice little catch. It goes right down to the ground because he could have taken a big shot. He was exposed just a little bit, but I kept an eye on Jacob Parton. Did a great job blocking, keeping this guy out. Nice job on the offensive line.
Dahl has hit 8 for his first 8. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Liberal 45. Dahl steps up, rolls left, wobbles one left, and Sexton's got it. Now they're going to say out of bounds, left sideline at the Liberal 36, as Terrazas, the linebacker, had the coverage. That's the first incomplete pass of the night for Garrett Dahl with his team down 1.
And it's bobbling the ball, Mike, as he's been hit and pushed out. Hard to hold on to it.
3:29 left here in the first half. And now they're moving the ball back. Was there a penalty afterwards?
Yes, I see it. I see it.
So Dahl remains perfect because that'll wipe out that play. However, the flag was a hold against Garden City. And this puts the ball back on the negative side of the 50. Back at the 41-yard line of Garden City. So now you have a 1st and a mile.
Trying to read the offense here. Rubalcaba, Griffin, Uribe, Henderson in the ball game. Parton.
First and 24, Garden City from their own 41. Dahl checking off at the line. 3:30 left in the half. Garden down 15-14. 3 receivers right. They hand to LaPointe, and this time Chaston King, not fooled, rips him down back at the 35. LaPointe again, who is nursing a bum right shoulder. They'll give him the 36. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down and 29.
And right now, Liberal has got some momentum, feeling very good. Able to go right through our system right there, Mike, on the offensive line and get right in the backfield just as soon as Dahl hands off. Wow.
Liberal has lost 9 straight to Garden City. They have not started 4-1. You got to go all the way back to 2004. 2nd and 29, Garden from their own 36. Durston, Davis right, Ortega and Sexton left. Dahl in the gun, Liberal rushes 4, throwing one left, and it's intercepted by Chandler. 40, 30, has a convoy, 20, and he's pushed out of bounds. Saving the touchdown was DeMarcus Elliott. All the way out to the 16-yard line, so Dahl makes a costly mistake, and Liberal set up inside the red zone on a 30-yard interception return by Tyreek Chandler.
And Garrett knew the minute he threw it that as he had his head down, I said it's just one of those deals that slipped off the fingers. Sexton can get up there and go after the ball. That one was even beyond him. And like I said, you're just back there playing center field for Chandler and able to come up with the ball, then take off and go.
Liberal has the lead and the football, 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 17, moving left to right. They have 2 timeouts. Dunlap in the shotgun. Hands it for Marquez, bursting up the middle, and he's inside the 15 down to the 14. Ryan Jarmer, Jonathan Gomez, and Jasper Parton hit him knee high. That's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 Liberal from the Buffalo 14.
Mike, they are running away from DeMarcus Elliott. I'd almost move Marcus to the right side here because they continue to find some good running room over on that right side.
Liberal has a 15-14 lead coming up on 2 minutes to play in the first half. Buffaloes will get the football to begin the second half, but they need to hold Liberal out of the end zone here. 2nd and 7. Buffaloes have given up 1 red zone touchdown this year. In the shotgun, Dunlap a low snap. All the offensive linemen pull left. Dunlap runs down the left sideline, dives to the pylon. Did he get in? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Cyrus Dunlap. His 2nd of the night. This one from 14 yards out, and the Redskins have the Buffaloes in a 7-point hole, 21-14.
Mike, student body left, basically lined everybody and the bus driver over on the left side. Once the ball was snapped, all the running back had to do is get behind that massive wall, go right in for the touchdown. Nice play.
1:46 to go until halftime. Again, without a place kicker, Liberal will go for 2. Low snap in the shotgun. Dunlap up the middle. 2nd effort. I don't think he got there. Buffaloes did get the stop, so the 2-point conversion fails, but Garden City trails 21-14 with 1:46 to go in the first half on ESPN Radio.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
In a 7-point hole, 21-14.
Mike.
This is Julie with Burtis Motor, and we would like to be your vehicle specialist. Between our service department, parts department, to our award-winning body shop, we have the certified technicians and trained personnel to assist you. From a collision repair to a nitrogen tire fill or that bed liner, let Burtis Motor be your one-stop shop. Call 1-800-545-1039 and let us show you why we are number 1 in vehicle service.
Garden City's in a dogfight. 1:46 left until halftime alongside Ross Miller, Mike Pilasov. Liberal taking advantage of the Garrett Dahl interception. And Cyrus Dunlap, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. Redskins lead at 21-14. They fail on the 2-point conversion. Bayouth will kick it away. End-over-end kick fielded at the 15-yard line by Ortega. He's hit at the 25, falls forward to the 26. And it's the kicker that makes the tackle. So 1st and 10, check that. That was Alvarado that made the tackle. And they'll give him the 27. So a 12-yard return. Buffaloes have all 3 timeouts, and they're trailing by 7.
Mike, I like what's going on with the Garden City High School volleyball head coach, Trista Bailey. That's what she did, about the 5th coach in about 5 or 6 years. Remy Vargas, Reagan Carlin, Josie Calzanetti, Addison Swan, Lindsay Richmar, doing a great job. Man, how about going down back east there and winning the tournament yesterday?
1st and 10, Garden down 7 from their own 27. Screen left, one-handed catch, up the numbers by LaPointe, turns the corner, cuts back right to stay in bounds, and has a 1st down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Terrazas, the linebacker, trips him up. Gain of 20 for LaPointe on the catch and run.
Great job downfield blocking. Again, did a very good job making his block. Then how about also Arteaga making a block down there? But a great catch there by Q. Q had to put that big ball up there, able to bring that ball in one-handed and then pick up the great blocks. He did a good job reading the blocks as he continued on for the 1st down. Nice job.
90 seconds to go in the half. Buffalo's trailing 21-14. They have a 1st and 10 at their own 47. Durst and Davis right. 2 receivers left with Dahl in the gun. Under pressure, eludes a sack. Will scamper to his right, keeps it at the hash mark. Angles towards the right sideline and steps out of bounds at the Liberal 44. What a play by Garrett Dahl, getting away from Elwin Trejo, who nearly decapitated him. Instead, after possibly losing 3 or 4, he gains 9 and very close to a 1st down.
But what I liked about Dahl, he was still behind the line of scrimmage. After he was able to make that escape, Mike, he's looking downfield. He's got to free some of those cornerbacks as he continues to look downfield and then uses that speed to continue downfield, get that 8 or 9 yards there for that not that 1st down, but a nice carry for 1st down.
Liberal just used their...
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
LaPointe has a 1-yard blast. Each quarterback has thrown a pick, and both interceptions have led to scores. Garden City down 7, on the move right to left. With 3 timeouts, they have a 2nd and 2 right hash at the Liberal 45, 3rd play of this drive. Aguinaga, Durst, and Arteaga left. In the shotgun, Dahl, hands for LaPointe, slips the tackle off right tackle. Down the right sideline, rumbles inside the 30. And he's pushed out of bounds to the 27. Tyreek Chandler had that interception on the last drive is the one that forces him out. That's 18 more for LaPointe and a Buffalo 1st down.
Oh, and I like that too. Great job over on the right side by the offensive line. Able to just carry a nice little hold under. But Mike, what I like is Rubalcaba. He's 270, 6'3", senior, still heading down the field to make some blocks. Great job.
Back it up to the 30, officially a gain of 15. 1:08 left in the half. 1st and 10 Buffaloes from the Liberal 30. Trips left, it's LaPointe again. Zigzags towards the right sideline. And in the open field, it's Misael Menarez on the tackle at the 26. Gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6, and the Buffaloes just used a timeout.
We feel like that Garden City would like to answer right here, make this nice little drive down. They got plenty of timeouts left, though. But, Mike,
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
You never answer your phone. I think, well, maybe he's sleeping, taking a little day off because you work 12 days a week. And now I understand that you're working Vegas odds on a local golf tournament.
Well, they are actually being sent to me by your father out there. David's doing a great job. Appreciate all the things that he does. He's actually setting them, by the way, Mike.
2nd and 6, Buffaloes from the Liberal 26 out of the timeout. Dahl under pressure, eludes another sack.
comes back to his left, gets a block from Elliott, throws wide open in the end zone. It's Ortega. Touchdown, Garden City. And that was all set up by Garrett Dahl's Houdiniac behind the line. A 26-yard scoring strike, and the Buffaloes a PAT away from tying it up.
Hold on, Mike. We've got a flag down here. Now, this could go hold, but this was the same time that Dahl was trying to escape. Did he get up high and maybe grab a face mask? But this could be a hold, too.
Referees talking about it.
Dahl took a shot after he threw the ball.
Elwin Trejo has missed 2 sacks in this first half.
Yes.
Dead on. Incidental face mask, and the Buffaloes touchdown counts, and now they can tie it. That was all Garrett Dahl, moving his feet, staying alive, and then throwing a pellet to Ortega, who was so wide open, there wasn't a Redskin within 15 yards.
And Dahl knew that he was going to pay the price, Mike, but he had to get rid of it. But, Mike, when he made that escape move, you could actually see his head ducked there just a little bit. Like I said, that was that incidental going across the face mask, scraping it, but he was able to get away, then make that nice pass, and then take that big hit.
Garden City responds. Flores for the extra point. Wobbly end over end kick, splits the uprights, and Garden City has tied the game. On your complete nutrition scoreboard, it's Garden City 21, Liberal 21 on ESPN Radio.
At American Family Insurance, they help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly
All right,
go
1
after
minute,
your
1 minute.
dreams. Find out how they're helping.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
Boots, which everyone knows by the name of Boot King of Kansas, or all your hardware or farm supplies. It's all under one roof. Crazy House in Seabar H is a small-town, family-owned business with many of their customers coming from all over the Midwest. Stop in. They appreciate your business. 3502 North Campus on the Bypass, Garden City.
Your Lewis Motors drive summary: 5 plays, 73 yards. Garden City ties the game. End over end short kick by Anthony Flores of Garden City will go out of bounds in an illegal procedure. But we're tied at 21. Liberals out of timeouts. They'll get the ball near the 40-yard line in a 21-21 deadlock. So for anybody that thought maybe this would be a blowout, Garden City coming in here at 4-0. Liberal 3-1, but Liberals 3 wins against winless teams. And by the way, for Liberal, they have the second easiest schedule out of the 32 teams coming in through 4 games in 5A. So that ball goes out of bounds, and it puts Liberal at their own 35.
Wow, Mike, and I tell you what, that is not what you want if you're a head coach.
Liberals out of timeouts with 52 seconds to go in the first half. I formation with Dunlap under center. Well, handed for Marquez, shaking off of left tackle, and he's out to the 37-yard line. Gain of 2. Tripped up there by DeMarcus Elliott, and another Redskin injury. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Liberals already lost Cesar Burciaga, the all-everything.
Your vehicle is likely your second biggest investment, so take care of it with service at Lewis Automotive of Garden City. Our service managers have more than 26 years of combined experience, and we have factory-trained technicians. That means when you bring in your Chevrolet, Cadillac, Nissan, or Toyota, our service professionals have been trained on those vehicles specifically. We're competitively priced and offer monthly specials to save you money. Don't trust just anyone. Bring your vehicle to the experts at Lewis Automotive of Garden City.
Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. We have more than 400 new and used trucks on our lots for you to choose from. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And if we don't have it, we'll find it. See all of our trucks at buylewis.com or stop by one of our 5 dealerships in Southwest Kansas. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis. Here in Western Kansas, we know trucks, and nobody has a better selection than Lewis Automotive Group. And with top brands like Ford, Chevrolet, Toyota, and Nissan, we're sure to have the truck you want. And remember, you'll always get it for less at Lewis.
You would almost think that Jason Dunlap is inclined to just take a knee. Now Garden City can stop the clock. They have 2 timeouts. Liberal has the win behind him, and right now the flag's not moving much.
We'll find out Kansas City's not bad. We'll find out what they're about Monday night versus Washington Redskins.
You're one of those guys that takes 3 games, 4 games, and you're already jumping on and off the bandwagon.
I'm jumping on the Jets bandwagon.
You're the only one left. Everybody else, it's a sinking ship.
Well, I'll go ahead and drive it then and get out of my way.
They need drivers, I'll tell you that. By the way, they totally screwed up going for the #1 pick. I mean, you don't do things like, you don't win games, you know?
No.
2nd and 8 Liberal from their own 37. Under center is Dunlap with a straight-up eye. Lee Hatcher's the fullback. Marquez the tailback. He gets it, goes left, cuts back to the right, and he's out to the 45-yard line. Caleb LaPointe grabs him around the knees. That's a gain of 8 right at the sticks.
Broken tackle. We were able to get into that backfield. Just couldn't wrap him up as we got there. Great job by Crone. Crone, he's a 6'2", 200-pound junior, was able to get back him, but just couldn't wrap him up to make the tackle.
That was a first down gain of 9, but Liberal will just let the clock run out. And this game will go into the half, all tied at 21. Garden City trailed 21-14, but they came right back. Garrett Dahl engineering that 73-yard, 5-play drive. Boy, have you ever seen a 73-play drive? 5 plays, 73 yards in 54 seconds, and then Dahl threw that touchdown pass. And we are all even at the half.
Mike, as the team makes their way to 3 miles to the locker room up the hill over here, I've been impressed. I mean, really, Liberal came out and right off the bat, first down, in their own territory, decided to go with the pass, able to hit Chandler, then Chandler again. And Liberal right now is playing, you know, honestly, they're not afraid of Garden City. Garden City's done well getting up and down the field, but defensively, we're struggling, and especially the right side of our defense right now. They have found a nice little place, really stacking it up over there and just really going out there and making some hay on that right side.
Garden City and Liberal tied at 21 at the half. Your Morton's halftime report is next here on ESPN Radio.
Certified technicians and trained